strengthens with all the layers. It actually gets really strong. So even though it's really cheap, but it works perfect for this. And sometimes wherever the paper drops, that's where it ends up glued. Like these here. And see, I use a generous amount of the glue because I purchased the 16-gallon at Walmart for $16. So what is that, $1 a gallon? Is worth it, and I've had it for 4 months now, maybe 5 months, and I haven't had to replace it. And let's see how much is left. More than half, because I dilute it with water. And I've noticed that if I use it full strength, it doesn't get, my paper doesn't get as stiff. So if I dilute it with water, it gets really stiff, which is strange. You would think that by diluting it, the strength will go away. No, it actually adds more strength for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not a scientist. Let's see. Here's another one. So these are scraps, and the scraps from this, which you're seeing me tear, end up on my drop paper. So that's what I'm sharing with you guys today. So both will become future art pieces. These cardboard pieces that have taught my daughters are being recycled. And now the napkins that I use to wipe away my mistakes, or just to wipe away, are being recycled. And then the drop paper will be reused, and whatever I cut away from the drop paper, that'll be reused. So it's just a cycle of continuous reusing. I kind of like that like that. So I'm going to leave that alone. I'm sticking it in the box over there, right along with the other ones. And I'm just looking on my drop paper for pieces that are just floating around, that were tiny, and just that I've torn off. Okay, so these pieces were just sent to me in Happy Mail, and it's just a bunch of book text that somebody ripped up and sent on over to me. And that's what we're using right now. And then if I don't want to cover the full piece with the text, which it doesn't really matter, but just for playing purposes, I will cover it like that. Try to use it at a corner. It sticks quite fast. You know, I do a trick where I put Vaseline on my hands, and it keeps my hands from getting paint stuck and glue stuck. And then here's the napkin piece. I just tore a piece from there, and I'm going to put that there. Because this cardboard is kind of glossy, it has a little bit of a hard time sticking, but that's okay. And if you wanted to, you could just bend this over, but I don't want to. So I'm going to leave that to dry somewhere in a dry spot, which there's not very many. And I'm just going to continue and probably just chat, and I probably should have turned it over and started using the more cardboard side. This side's glossy, this side's cardboardy. I'm just going to lay the whole piece down like that and put it on something heavy. This time I'm going to use the cardboard side. And you've seen that I've done like 20 of them. So doing this and doing that, you end up with a good supply on hand of already ready backgrounds. And these are just random pieces. There's this little spot right here. Now I know I can find a little piece of paper. You see? A little piece of paper. And that's perfect, and I'm going to leave that to dry. And like I said, whatever I tear away from here will end up on a drop paper or will end up on another one of these little cardboards. Another thing that I have a lot of are these tags that come off of your clothing. These are the best jeans that I've ever had, and they're not expensive at all. They're Judy blue and they're high-waisted, no butt crack shows. And yeah, Judy blue, and they look like they have a .com. They're made in China. Make sure they say high waist, and I like my pants skinny, and I got a dark blue. They're not expensive. I'm going to be visiting this website soon, hopefully, because I already got some paint on my jeans, even though I'll keep them and wear them that way, because that's just the way this girl rolls. The price at the store is $22.99. They're all American vintage. I don't know how much they are on the website. I've never actually gone to the website. I didn't even know they had one. But my point is, you can cut this tag off. Maybe I won't even cut it. I maybe just pull it off like this. But since I grabbed it, I had no clue I was going to share this. If you guys like your Gloria Vanderbilt jeans, which are pricey, very pricey, they're like 80 bucks. I have some in my thrift store right now that are size 14, high-waisted, and I have them for 2 bucks. Anyways, they're in perfect condition, and yeah. Anyways, was that a self-promoting? Yeah, it was. No shame. I had no clue I was going to pull this tag out, but I was just pulling this tag out just to show you guys that you can reuse your tags. And then when you're done in your art, you can, since it already has a pre-hole thing, you can stick one of those brads in there and send it off and make somebody happy in some Happy Mail. But I'll show you guys. I promise you, if you purchase these jeans, you'll be in love. They come all the way up past your belly button, which most jeans don't do that anymore. And they're very, very stretchy. They move with your body. They're pretty thin. They're very comfy. I feel like I'm wearing my pajamas, but they are a stretchy jean material. Just in case you guys are interested. Okay, so I'm not going to use this tag because now I want to visit the website. But I have other tags. And they're really nice cardboard. And why not reuse these? I have lots of clothes at my shop that are brand spanking new. And the person purchases it, and I'll ask if I can keep the tag. They look at me kind of funny, but that's okay. And here we go. Let's create on this tag. And have it set aside for when you're like, oh, I want to send some happy mail or whatever to somebody. You have these pieces ready. Ready to create on, or you can even just send it like this and, you know, give the person a prompt and tell them you would like to see their art on it and for them to send it back to you, and then you're sending them a background, and you're inspiring them to be creative and to add whatever they want to it and send it back to you. And they can also send you a blank tag and ask you to create on that tag, and then you send that other tag back. So you end up back with your original tag with their artwork, and then they send you a tag just kind of like this. You add your artwork and send it back to them, and then they end up with their tag. So you end up with your original tag but with somebody else's art. I just came up with that right now. There's so much going on Facebook that makes me think of things, and that's something that the ladies on Facebook are doing right now. They're sending back and forth art journals with other people's work, and it goes all around, all around, all around, and I think that's really cool. But I know myself, and I don't have the time to do it, so I don't join. Here's a tag from a yard sale. I think it said $10 or 10 cents, I don't know. And I kept it. And we can get this one ready also. And this can actually, or any of these can be, you can run it through your Big Kick after you're done drawing and everything, and add some texture to it. I think it would be pretty cheap actually to send just a tag in an average envelope to somebody and ask them to create their art and then send it back. I don't think it'll cost more than $1. So I'll put that aside and let that one dry. Here are two that I've done years and years and years and years ago. And those I haven't been able to let go of. Well, actually I did. I sent one over to Lori Haley Richardson. Here's another piece of cardboard. Just going to remove these staples. Right? It's in bad shape, but it didn't stop me from keeping it. And it's from 7 Gypsies, something that I must have won in a giveaway. And it made me happy winning the giveaway. So I kept the cardboard. And now I can create on top of it. And keep the flap there for maybe an idea in the future. I'm just going to grab randomness. Random papers to use up, make sure nothing goes in the trash. You can even use what was I thinking? I have no clue what I was going to say. It's like a puzzle. Like seriously, you see all these little papers? This is from the one we just cut. pretty thick, so I'm going to throw it down onto my drop paper instead of here. Here is a little piece that ripped from a die cut. It's supposed to continue on and do a little twirl, but the twirl ripped off. So why not use that? If I kept it, I'm going to use it. Here's another one. Why not use it? Let's throw that in there. Seriously, I'm running low on just little scraps because I use them all. And the ones that you hear are a little too thick. And since none of these are that thick, I don't want to try to use the thick ones. I'm trying to use all the thin paper right now. Here goes a piece. Now this is not a very good brush. This brush probably costs like 10 cents. So don't even throw away once you die cut and you end up with the negative. Don't throw that away. Use it. Here's this random flower. It's putting that now because it's over here. Must have fallen off of something. And I didn't want to throw it because it's so cute. And this piece is just white. It has nothing on it. I'm just going to put that on my drop paper. What are you barking at, Mocap? So if you guys see any future videos, I'll tell you guys to go back to this video to see the beginnings of this. If I use it eventually. Eventually I will. I know I will. But yeah, just sharing with you that. Telling you guys what I'm watching. Who I'm watching. Right now I'm in the process of watching Josie. I don't know where my friend Lori is. I don't know what's going on. I know she's fine, that's for a fact. But I think she must be sore from all her working out. And usually I'm watching her. And I'm usually watching Gina Aaron's. Who else do I watch? Oh my gosh, I watch a lot of ladies. I've mentioned plenty of who I'm watching, but right now it's Josie. That's who I'm watching right now. Just, I have the video recording right now, so I don't have it on, but once I'm done here, well, I won't be done because I'm going to continue creating while watching her. But she's new to YouTube, and she's been doing great job on keeping me inspired and keeping me company. Oh, I want you guys to watch this video. It's on how to do a paper mache. We all know how to do paper mache, but the teddy bear, I want to do one, and I want to make a unicorn. That's what I want to do. Let's see. Let me guide you to her. And if you subscribe to her channel, let her know that I sent you. Just put you're coming from Sigrid Soto's channel, because she's actually watching my channel and says that I inspire her. So it's Charisse Eaves. I might be butchering it, but I'll spell it for you. First of all, she named her video How to Make Paper Mache Bear Head. Okay, and then it's by Charisse Eaves. Avis maybe. Charisse. That's her first name. And her last name is Eaves. Yeah. You know what? This video, I'm gonna put a link. Let me do that now. So there'll be a link to her video on the paper mache. Bear head. I've been watching her too, and I love the stuff that she comes up with. But I want to make a unicorn and gift it to one of my daughters, or make two and gift it to my daughters. They love unicorns. So yeah, that's it. Just sharing with you guys what I'm doing. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.